All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. There we go. Welcome to DuePoint. Good afternoon to everyone tuning in on our live stream, wherever you may be in the country. I think Jane is on our live stream, as she usually is on Fridays. So you are welcome to ask questions while we conduct our presentation. For those of us in the room, if you have any questions, wait until we are finished the presentation. I'm sure you're being hosted by somebody today, so go speak to that person once we're done. You are always free to come chat to me too afterwards if you so wish. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. And you are sitting in what we call our intro presentation, but it's not so much a presentation as much as it is an invitation. I am hoping to give you enough information over the next 35 minutes that you are able to make a decision. You're able to RSVP to this invitation. You are able to decide whether you want to join us in this business or not. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of context about our business. We're here at DuePoint's head office, but we are a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company. We have been in business for nearly 70 years. Constantia's offices are just up the road from us here on William Nicol Drive. But DuePoint is fairly new. We were formed 4 years ago now, so we had our 4th birthday a couple of weeks back. When we opened our doors to members of the public, we decided that we wanted to create a business that really embraced social entrepreneurship. Why? Because through social entrepreneurship, through this business, we can empower all South Africans. We can create an opportunity for any South African to get themselves involved in, and so to empower themselves. And so the term social entrepreneurship is very appropriate, and we do it because we are trying to answer the question of economic and the social risk that we're all exposed to at the moment, right? You are here in Bryanston, lunchtime, Friday. Why? For what reason? Aren't there better things to do on a Friday afternoon? Well, there might be, but we're here out of necessity, right? And you're here for one reason, and we hope to answer that one reason. And so we've created a business to answer that reason. But the partnership discussion, the mandate, the requirement, the invitation, what am I here for? What are you going to ask me to do? What is the catch? Well, it's very simple. We ask that together we are able to create greater channels of distribution for DuePoint, for Constantia. And so if you're able to create this thing called the channel of distribution, well, then you get to share in all the benefits that this business has to offer. How do you create a channel of distribution? Simply by going out and connecting other people to this business. The same way you are connected to this business, if you can go out and do the same thing and connect people successfully to DuePoint, then you get to start creating a stake for yourself in this business. And the benefits that are inherent with this wealth creation system are the following. Number one, you get to create additional income for yourself. Right? That's why you're here in Bryanston or watching over the live stream at lunchtime on a Friday, because you are interested in the income part, right? So that goes without saying. But the nature of the income we produce is one of recurring nature. It separates us from many other businesses out there, right? I appreciate this a lot because I was involved in business that didn't create any recurring income, right? I had to earn income every single month. Even though I ran my own business, it was the same as earning a salary. Why? Because I had to chase that number, that income, that work. I had to chase it every single month. At the end of every single month, it reset back to zero, right? And unless I didn't work, well, then I wouldn't earn income. And we're all in that boat, aren't we? Right? If we don't work, we're unable to create income for ourselves. But there are businesses out there that exist that allow you to not only work, but to create something that you own that pays you out every single month. And that's the benefit of joining this business, because you get to create a stake for yourself in this insurance company, and the asset, the book value that we have, the book that we have as an insurance company is what pays you every single month, whether you are working or not. That's what rich people chase. Rich people get involved in assets, not in time and activity. Right? This business allows you to free yourself of that constraint. Right? This will become more apparent when I talk about the value of creating an asset you own. We have the power of duplication at your disposal. You have the opportunity to go out and build a team around you that can help you build your channel much faster than you can on your own. And so with that collaboration, with that teamwork, you get to enjoy exponential growth in your income. Your income is not based solely on your efforts, but on the efforts of many, right? And so it is not uncommon for wealth engineers to double, triple, quadruple, 10 times their income in a single year here at DuePoint. And then we have flexibility built into this business. Why? Because we invest heavily in technology, right? We're very focused on what technology affords us as a business because it allows us to make this business convenient, simple, easy, and fast to build, right? We've got wealth engineers that have been able to build their channels from home without even seeing anyone. So this business is for everybody. It's for people in urban areas, rural areas, for extroverts, for introverts. Anyone can build this business because of the technology. That little app on your smartphone allows you to do that. Our business is very much about wealth creation. Right? We always talk about wealth creation, but always, always on the flip side of that is wealth protection. You will see this reflected in our products, which I'll introduce you to. And then we've got 2 new services, legal access and medical. These services are absolutely free of charge for every active wealth engineer, which basically allow you access to a lawyer through legal access and medical access to a health care professional, nurses and doctors, completely free of charge for every single active wealth engineer, right? And again, that allows us to protect our livelihoods, to protect the value of the wealth creation that we've built here at DuePoint. Our business is very low risk. We've tried to remove the risk entirely from this business opportunity, right? So for my sins, I have to do constant learning and development within the financial industry. This is just part of the regulator's rules. And so this morning I was spending time studying. Again, I have to do it every single year. And I was reminded when I was studying investment portfolios and risk profiling. And there is this adage within the investment community that the more money you want to make out of an investment, the more risk you have to be happy with taking on. Not so at DuePoint, because the upside is almost unlimited within this business. And so you would think, well, then according to investment, well, then the risk must be really high. No, like I said, we've removed the risk from this opportunity. That is awesome, because you're free to get involved in this business, become a wealth engineer knowing that there's no risk. There's nothing to lose. There's no downside. There should be no fear in your heart. There should be no worry. You are at liberty to try this business. Even though today you might not have a clue about creating a channel of distribution, you can take this very little step of faith knowing that there's nothing to lose at the end of the day. Right? And this is wonderful as well, because when we tell you to go out and connect other people, you can be happy knowing that you're connecting people where they won't lose anything, whether they make this business work or not. Very important aspect of our business. At the same time, no qualifications or experience requirements. And then most importantly, you get to build something you own. This channel of distribution is treated as an asset that you have legal tender over. It means you can sell your channel of distribution, right? It's producing recurring income every single month. It has a lot of value. It will never retrench you. Who can say that about our day jobs? I might even get retrenched, you never know. An asset can't retrench you, right? That's one of the main reasons why you're here today, is your fear of retrenchment, your fear of retirement. An asset doesn't retire you. This business will pay you through your 60s and your 70s and your 80s. Even beyond death, assets don't disappear. Your channel of distribution will carry on paying your beneficiaries. Who would you like to seed your business onto? The wealth, the business that you built, the channel of distribution that pays out every single month that you own. You built something over a lifetime that you own. That wealth doesn't disappear. That'll make you sleep easy in heaven one day, knowing that that work that you put in for a lifetime is now benefiting your family for generations to come, right? We look at this. The antithesis of employment. What does employment give us? We're going to spend 45 years working for somebody else. Think about that. 8 hours a day for 45 years working for someone else, and then I'm told by the investment community that there's almost no one in South Africa that can afford to retire today. What has the 45 years been for? Why do we commit 8 hours a day to somebody else's asset? It is time to start investing time in yourself. Build something that you own. Channel distribution, right? Build it, not over the short term, over the long term. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling required in our business. No selling. There's no selling involved at DuePoint, right? That's wonderful. Who loves selling? No? Majority of us don't like selling, right? There's none of that requirement at DuePoint. We only ask you to go out and connect people to this opportunity. And not to convince them either, just to tell them it exists. Tell them to come look, come see for yourself, come sit down for 35 minutes. You never know. That's all you have to do. Connect people to the business opportunity. At the same time, we've made this business extremely convenient to conduct because our products are intangible. They are financial products. We don't have boxes. There's no samples that you have to buy outside. There's no registration fees, no startup costs, no startup kits that you have to buy, no boxes you're going to be putting in your boot. All of that, our products are taken care of in the cloud by IT systems. You never, ever have to worry about products ever again in this business. Only connecting, right? And once you make the decision to become a wealth engineer, a product owner, and then go out and most importantly, start telling people about the business, people will join the business. They will. That is statistically true. If you tell people about this opportunity, statistically, some of them will join. In this little example, 5 people have joined your channel. Why did they join? Did they join for the same reason you joined? Most probably, right? And so they are going to also go out and start telling people about the business because they want to build their channels. In turn, they're helping you build your channel. And you get rewarded for all of that collaboration. The result of everybody's work. Every single dot represents a product owner that's allowing you to earn a DuePoint return, not once off, every single month in the form of annuity income. This is what you're going to build. This is what you own. This is what will never retire you. It won't retrench you. It'll pay you even beyond death. And you're at liberty to make this thing, this channel, bigger every single day. Every single day. Lynette sitting in front of me here, her channel grows by 800 product owners a month. I'd like to say on its own. But there's been a lot of work put in, right? But she only knows about 5% of those people. Why? Because she's built a channel like this where every single product owner is going out and connecting other people. So when I speak about the power of duplication, this is what I'm speaking about. This is the leverage we afford you. We've got wealth engineers who have left DuePoint and their channels are still growing. That's why I want you to think of the long-term effects of this business. Because the power of duplication becomes greater the longer you're involved. At the beginning, you might not see it too much, right? Because you've only connected 3 people. But once you've got 3,000 people in your business, that's 3,000 people still connecting other people. The leverage gets greater and greater and greater. How do we pay our wealth engineers? Typically in the middle of the month, we pay all our qualified wealth engineers. It's based on this remuneration structure. It's very simple to understand. When you go out and connect people, anyone you introduce personally to DuePoint falls on your first point. Look at the table. On your first point, you earn 55 Rand for every product being paid successfully in that month, right? So if you went out this month and connected 10 people, you'd be earning 550 Rand. Those people go out and connect other people. On your second point again, you earn 55 Rand. The second point is introduce people on the third point. The third point is introduce people on the fourth point, so on and so forth. As your channel starts to grow, that product gets further away from you. The further away from you it gets, that multiplier reduces steadily, all the way out to the 8th point. But at the 8th point, we don't stop you, right? That's why there's a little plus sign next to the 8. Why? Because we allow you to earn beyond point 8. In theory, to infinity, because we don't place any limitation on the size of your channel at DuePoint. There is no limitation placed on how much money you can earn at DuePoint. What can you do in 4 months at DuePoint? No, 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 no. What can you do in 4 years at DuePoint? No, 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 no. What can you earn in 40 years at DuePoint? Knowing there's no limitation placed on how big a stake you can build for yourself in one of the oldest insurance companies in the country. Who's got option of that? Anyone got shares in a 70-year-old company? Here you have the opportunity to do that for yourself, to create a stake for yourself in this business, right? The path to success is a theoretical journey for a wealth engineer who's able to connect 2 people into their business onto their first point every single month. So 2 new people on their first point every single month without fail for the next 60 months. After 6 months, you'll be earning about 2,500 rand. This obviously takes into consideration some duplication, not all duplication, some duplication, right? After 12 months, you are earning nearly 10,000 rand a month. After 2 years in the business, close to 30,000 rand a month. After 3 years in the business, we nearly skipped one, 50,000 rand. After 4 years in the business, 70,000 rand a month. After 5 years in the business, 85,000 rand a month. That's theoretical. It's accurate, because if we go track wealth engineers who do 2 people every single month without fail, with some duplication on that first point, this is what you can get to. But it is academic. So I don't like this example that much. I prefer showing real people that join our business, because the proof is in the pudding, not in the theory, in reality, right? And so we've got thousands of people that join this business every single month, but I want you to understand that today, this opportunity being offered to you allows you the liberty of deciding what you want from the business. No one's handing their CVs to me outside and saying, what can I earn? That's your day job. Here I'm saying to you, you can earn as much as you want. I don't care about your experience, where you're born, where you live, what color you are, what education you have. It does not matter. The system is identical for every single person that engages with DuePoint. No discrimination. The only person stopping you is the one who decides their priorities when they wake up that morning and look at themselves in the mirror and go, today, I'm not spending all my time building up someone else's asset. Today, I'm spending a little bit of time building my asset too. So decide, by the end of this presentation, decide what you want out of our business. Is it the 85,000 rand a month? Do you just need 1,000 rand a month? Decide. I know you've never been given that choice before. So maybe it's a bit scary. Maybe you're thinking, what is this guy talking about? I'm telling you now, this journey is going to make some very wealthy individuals. You need to decide if you're coming on that journey with us or not. It is a simple decision, right? A small decision that you make every single day. On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. This is additional benefit for our wealth engineers. It comes in the form of tools and cash checks and trips overseas and cars, right? To name a few of the benefits. When your channel gets to certain ranks, these are milestones in terms of how big your channel gets, right? When you get to each of these ranks, there are rewards waiting for you. At rank 5, we give you a business toolkit made up of a value of 1,200 rand with DuePoint merchandise. At rank 7, we get you very special business cards made. Cost us 17,000 rand to get these business cards made. At rank 9, we get to invite you and your family to our rank 9 international conference. So it is an all expenses paid trip, business class flights to a 5-star luxury resort for 7 days. Your family. It is not once off. Once you surpass rank 9, you will get this invitation for you and your family every single year for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. The requirement is 1,000 products in your qualified channel. Once you hit 1,000 products, you are earning close to 20,000 rand a month. And you get, most excitedly, you get to go home and tell your family, I'm taking you overseas like millionaires. We're going to feel like millionaires. And you will Instagram it and Facebook it and make everyone else jealous. So that by the time you come back to South Africa, your inbox is full. Tell me about that business again. Right? So take a look. I want you to imagine yourselves there. Why? Because I'm inviting every single... I've got the lights. Check at this. Ta-da! See, we're always thinking, yeah. What do you think about that? Oh, I nearly forgot my own lights. There we go. Clever, eh? That's available for every single one of you. Every single person here watching online, rank 9 is waiting for you. 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 buying you a brand new car. Look, there's Lynette and Fricky. Over December, they hit rank 11. And they bought a big car so they can bring lots of people from Vanderbijl Park to head office. And we paid for that car cash that morning. Cash! DuePoint transferred that money. They have a car which is brand new. There's no debit order at the end of the month. There's no finance. There's no money outstanding on it. How much closer are you to becoming wealthy by rank 11? How quickly can you get to rank 11? 24 months. 24 months, this could be you. Now you're on your way to earning close to 30,000 Rand a month. And rank 11 is just the beginning, believe it or not. Right? Because remember, I spoke about 40 years. What can you do in 40 years? If you can do rank 11 in 2 years, well, what else is waiting for me? Our rewards program goes up to rank 28. 28. This is the little card, the small cards, the small trip. There's way more waiting for you. When we talk about wealth, we are not talking about 30,000 Rand a month. We're talking about 300,000 Rand a month, 400,000 Rand a month, 500,000 Rand a month. Do you believe me? Do you believe it's possible? Yes. I'm watching you. I'm going to come talk to you later. But all of this, the returns, the rewards, the ability to empower people, all South Africans, every corner of the country, is built on the products that we've innovated for South Africans. Our products are not arbitrary. Our products have been designed with wealth creation in mind, wealth protection, right? They are purposeful in their design. Let's go through our products. Access Wealth, investment and insurance, 334 Rand a month. The investment portion is 100 Rand that gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. The insurance portion of that is 125,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. The second product is only personal accident death cover. So we've removed the investment, so that is only wealth protection in the form of Wealth Guard. It costs you only 249 Rand a month, but you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover with Wealth Guard. Then we have Family Wealth, which is our funeral cover product. It costs you, or at least starts at 299 Rand a month. It gives you 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover with another 5 dependents, another 5 beneficiaries loaded onto that product, right? You also get 10,000 Rands worth of debt protection as the principal member. So upon your death, we will also pay out any debt that you have to the value of 10,000 Rand. You can increase the cover on that as well as the dependents. Then we have legal indemnity in the form of Legal Guard, 249 Rand a month. It gives you 250,000 Rands worth of legal indemnity per legal matter that you might face. Plus, you get a host of legal services. Everything from, they will go with you to CCMA. They'll help you with legal agreements, contracts. They will help you with marriage disputes, tenant-landlord disputes. That's their most popular one, tenant-landlord disputes. I had a friend yesterday crying about his tenants. He's been burnt twice. Now, he's like, oh, I think I must just sell. I can't deal with it anymore, right? If he had a free lawyer at his disposal, it would have made his life infinitely simpler. You can add family members to Legal Guard for only 25 Rand a month. And then we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points aims to lower the amount of money you're spending every single month. Think about all the money that you spend. I bet you spend money with data and voice. You spend money on groceries. There's a whole bunch of things that you spend money on. Through this product, we have partnered with a number of companies, and we've negotiated discounts with those companies, right? Namely Cell C, namely ShopRite Checkers, Ford, Mazda, Mahindra. There's a whole host of companies we've partnered with. They offer us discounts and services that all our Wealth Points members get to enjoy. And so we hope that through this product, you spend less every single month. If you can spend less, you can get rid of debt faster. If you can get rid of debt faster, you can create wealth sooner. Right? So can you see how our products have been designed to help people from a financial perspective, from a wealth perspective? The product's pricing is the same for everybody. We don't care about how old you are or what your health status is. You don't have to see a nurse. You don't have to declare your health. You don't have to wee in a cup. These are all good things, right? So you can come to me and say, I've got this person that wants to join the business. They're 70 years old, but they've got heart problems. They've got cancer in the family. He's already had a heart attack. Doesn't matter. The price is the same for everybody. The price is the same for everybody, right? Go look at the DuePoint benefits that we have, because these are absolutely free for every active wealth engineer. Absolutely free. Legal access is a lawyer at your disposal, telephonically, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Absolutely free advice, legal advice, to the extent where they'll even help you with contracts and agreements. And then we've got Medical, which we launched 2 weeks ago. Awesome service for all wealth engineers. Why? Because you get a doctor at your disposal. Did you know that 80% of doctor's visits don't end up in a prescription? So that means 80% of the time that you go see a doctor, they're telling you just to go somewhere to the pharmacy to get what you could have gotten without going to see the doctor. And so now you can do 80% of your calls over the phone. Right? They will tell you if you need a prescription, but that's only 20% of the cases. Think about all the money that you spend seeing the doctor, the travel costs, and the time over a lifetime, plus your kids. Now remove 80% of that cost by using the Medical free service available at DuePoint. Right? Awesome. Free services with every active wealth engineer. Go look at the product videos, especially if you choose one of the products or more than one of the products, go look at the review video so that you get a comprehensive look at what you're getting, right? So that you can appreciate the benefit of those products that you are receiving as a wealth engineer. The Achiever Quest is a short-term incentive. It runs monthly. It is opportunity to make a lot of money in your first month and every month, right? Because you don't have to wait for your channel. Remember I said if you went and connected 10 people, you'd be earning 550 Rand a month, right? That's your recurring income. But if you do 10 people in a single month that pay successfully in the same month, we will boost your return by 5,000 Rand. And so your first month at DuePoint could be 5,550 Rand. You want to do more than that? Put 20 people in your first month. You will get 10,000 Rand on top of your returns. Even bigger yet, put 30 people in a single month. We will give you 15,000 on top of your returns and rewards. That's on top. And you can do this every single month. Awesome opportunity for brand new people in the business and our standing wealth engineers. A little bit of background on our business. As I said, DuePoint is a division of Constantia. We are a registered insurance company. There's the FSP number that we operate under over there. Constantia is just up the road from us. It is a 70-year-old business. Go do your homework on our business. Who arrived skeptical today? You weren't worried about the business? Someone said, come look at a business. You thought, There's no problem with that. There's no problem with that. I prefer skeptical people. It means you're thinking. It means you're worried about yourself, right? But you must answer the skepticism, because once you decide to partner with this business, you cannot have any more skepticism. Not because I'm telling you, because you did your homework on the business. You went to the DuePoint site. You went and looked at the founders. You went to the Constantia site. You went and looked at the 70-year history that Constantia has. Is there anything I should be worried about? Go to our group, our holding group's company site, Conduit Capital. They are listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. They are audited publicly every single year. And of course, we are regulated by a number of regulators. And you can go see all those requirements on our website under compliance. Why do we do all of that? Not because we have to, because we want you to partner with us, one, proudly, and also in the long term. And long-term relationships are built on trust. We want you to trust us. Go do your homework. Because when you go connect other people, they will see whether you believe in your business or not. Right? It is a very important step. Decision, not whether you want to join or not, the people that want to join. I'm speaking to you. The people that want to get on this boat. Go on this journey with us. For you, I need you to make the decision to commit to this business a little bit every single day. You don't have to. But if you want to succeed, if you want to see your life change quickly, commit a little bit of time to this business every day. This afternoon, can you speak to 3 people about this business? Not convince them. Remember, not convince them. To tell them, come see this wonderful thing. Come see this opportunity. Don't push them. Lead them. Show them. Can you connect 3 people today? If you can do 3 people, I promise you can do 3,000 people. If you can do 3,000 people, your life will be changed in this business. It will be changed. Right? It is only time and a little bit of commitment. Getting started, very simple. Register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you do that. 5-minute process. Download the DuePoint app. That's your money-making app. That's the only app on your phone that'll make you money. The other apps are stealing your money. Why? Because they're stealing your time. And if they're stealing your time, then you're not connecting people. Delete Facebook. No, you need Facebook. But you must do business on Facebook. Mustn't be spying on the other people on Facebook, right? Do business on Facebook. Download the DuePoint app. Watch the training videos. Become an expert in this business that can make you money, that can make you wealthy. Become an expert in this business. It is not a 5-year degree. It's not. It's 1 month. 1 month. Go watch those videos back to front. Understand, learn, become better at connecting people. Become an expert, right? And then go connect 3 people. That's when you start earning money at DuePoint. Once you connected the 3rd person, we're paying you at least 165 Rand for that month. Go connect 3 people. That's your first goal. Every single brand new person in DuePoint, their first goal is to become qualified, which is to find 3 people successfully. That's your first goal. If you can do 3, you can do 3,000. If you can do 3,000, you can do 30,000. Social media platforms that we're available on, connect with us on those platforms because you get to engage in all the content we produce daily, right? It'll help you. It'll motivate you. It's content that you can show off to everyone else that you're trying to connect to this business, right? It lends credibility to you, to the business. The app is available for Android and Apple devices, and then most importantly, get merchandise. Why? Because if I represent a business, people must see that I am invested in that business. They must see it. What happens if you came to DuePoint here? We had no logo there. We had no business cards in the front. We didn't have a logo on the front. There was no logo on the building. There was no logo on the wall outside. You came through this dark little door. Right? There's no credibility. You'd be worried. You think, what's going on here? Why? I don't see anything DuePoint here. Did they rent these offices just for the day? Don't look like you're renting the business just for the day. Go get the merchandise, get the business cards, the pin, cheap, 40 Rand, a notepad. Look like that you represent the business proudly, that you're invested in the business. This is just a tip to help you connect more successfully, right? We can ship merchandise anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the country. The encounters. On Facebook, we have published all the dates for the encounters around the country for the rest of the year. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to start building business in another province. This is not, I'm not speaking to the Durban people. I'm speaking to all the wealth engineers around the whole country saying, make sure you start building business in Durban, right? We're not in Durban. So you should be looking at that going, okay, next month I need to find as many people to go to the Durban encounter. Maybe I'll even go down there myself. Why? Because at the end of March, I want to know that I'm generating income out of Durban in my channel. My channel's not a Joburg channel or a Durban channel. My channel is a South African channel. It is a national channel. I'm earning money from around the country, right? Our encounters are awesome opportunity. They are absolutely free of charge. You must book online. Then we've got our launch workshop tomorrow morning after the intro presentation. Brendan will be delivering the launch workshop. It is a new revised launch workshop. It focuses very much on getting people earning as quickly as possible. Right? And so come to that launch workshop because it'll help you understand what you need to focus on as a new person so that you can become profitable as quickly as possible. Right? The launch workshop's available on YouTube, but if you come in person, then you can ask Brendan questions directly. Directly, right? And there's better coffee on Saturdays here. We serve the cheap coffee in the week. Better on Saturdays. Come tomorrow morning, intro, then the launch workshop directly afterwards. You can tune in on the live stream. And with that, my friends, I thank you for your time, making the effort to come out and see me, to hear what I have to say. I hope it has been valuable for you. But most importantly, most importantly, I hope that this year you are able to find prosperity for yourself. Prosperity. I want you to have an awesome December. I want you to shout it from the rooftops to go, this is what I'm doing. This is how you can do it. I can show you how. Because in this business, we get to help other people. We're not in competition with each other. So I wish that for you for 2020. I don't want to see crying. What do they say in the Bible? Grumbling. Don't want to see grumbling in December and January. I want to see happiness. Okay, so good luck. Thank you.